The world feels like it's standing on the edge of something huge. Every headline screams about World War III, and at the center of it all are two names, Trump and Putin. But are we truly on the brink of global conflict? Or is this just another story the media loves to amplify? Let's break it all down. Global politics feels like a ticking clock. With Trump's bold statements and Putin's aggressive stance, many wonder if this is the beginning of something bigger. Yet history shows us that behind the noise, there's always more than meets the eye. The media thrives on drama. Words like World War III make headlines, but what's actually fueling these fears? From military aid to political speeches, the story is more layered than a single headline can capture. When Trump speaks, the world listens, and sometimes panics. His strong words about Russia often reignite fears of global conflict. But is Putin truly preparing for something massive, or is this just political chess? Each new speech adds fuel to speculation. Are we closer to war than ever before? Beneath the drama, there are details, alliances, strategies, hidden negotiations that show us a more complicated truth. Social media keeps World War III trending, but is it hype or reality? Trump's declarations and Putin's maneuvers make people uneasy, yet not all threats turn into battles. Sometimes fear spreads faster than facts. History reminds us, wars often start with words. Trump's rhetoric and Putin's responses sound explosive, but are they sparks of conflict, or just leaders flexing power to the cameras? Every generation fears a next world war. Today, Trump and Putin's rivalry revives that fear. But is this rivalry about ego, politics, or actual military strategy? That's the real question. The phrase World War III grabs attention, but reality is more complex. Trump's push for strength and Putin's warnings about NATO sound dramatic, but often it's leverage, not missiles, that's being launched. So are we on the brink or just caught in the headlines? It's easy to believe the hype, but beneath the surface, the global picture shows more balance than chaos. Trump's words shake headlines worldwide. Putin's sharp replies add to the tension. But are these exchanges real threats or moves in an endless game of political chess? Big wars don't start overnight. They're built over time. Trump's fiery words and Putin's warnings may sound dangerous, yet they're often about signaling, not firing. Every spark makes people wonder if it's the start of something bigger. But is this feud truly setting the stage for global war? Or just another chapter of international brinkmanship? World leaders know the weight of their words. Trump's promises of toughness, Putin's insistence on defense. They all walk a thin line between leadership and provocation. Summits, speeches, and military drills feel like battles in themselves. Trump pushes his vision of power. Putin counters with threats. The world waits to see which words are bluffs and which are real. Social media spreads fear like wildfire. Trump's soundbites and Putin's warnings often trend as proof that war is near. But looking closer, the story is rarely that simple. The US-Russia rivalry feels like a Cold War déjà vu. Back then, it never turned hot. Could today be a repeat or something even more dangerous? Trump speaks of peace through strength. Putin defends sovereignty. Both sound noble, but combined, they create tension. The real question, will these words build peace or fuel conflict? Military exercises, sanctions, and alliances all get framed as signs of World War III. Yet history shows most threats remain just that, threats, until a mistake changes everything. The fear of a world war isn't new. But when Trump and Putin dominate the news cycle, it feels closer than ever. Are we safe or just seconds away from chaos? Trump's boldness makes some nervous, while others say it keeps enemies in check. Putin's replies sharpen that fear. But are these leaders truly aiming for war, or just using words as weapons? This isn't just about two men. Other leaders are in the mix, warning, negotiating, sometimes adding pressure. That makes the picture far more complicated. Yes, US-Russia tensions are old, but today's world is new. Social media, instant news, and technology make small clashes look massive. Strength, survival, power. Trump and Putin speak with heavy words. But maybe the real issue isn't if war starts, but whether they can step back in time. Miscommunication has started wars before. Now, with global audiences watching live, one wrong word could mean something far bigger. Headlines focus on drama, but behind the noise are the quieter moves, sanctions, diplomacy, backdoor talks that truly shape the future. Trump says America won't back down. Putin says Russia won't either. What happens when two immovable forces collide? That's where fear grows. We imagine tanks and bombs when hearing World War III. But today's battles may be sanctions, cyber attacks, and influence wars. Different tools, same risks. One tweet, one speech. These can shift markets and spark fear. Trump and Putin both use that power. But are they calming fires or stoking them? In the end, war isn't just about leaders. It's about nations, alliances, and billions of people hoping for peace. Behind the fiery words, diplomats and advisors are always at work. Their job is to stop sparks from becoming flames. Some say history repeats itself. Are we in another Cold War or the opening act of something far worse? Trump loves disruption. Putin loves control. Both know the price of global war. That price may be the one thing holding them back. Every drill, every rumor lights up hashtags of World War III. But wars take time, and what we're seeing may be more noise than reality. NATO complicates the picture. Trump questions it. Putin fears it. Could this tug of war be the fuse that drags the world closer to conflict? Putin vows not to back down. Trump vows the same. True power may not be who shouts louder, but who steps back before it's too late. Fear spreads faster than facts. A single statement can trend worldwide, but the real battles are often quiet, behind closed doors. What would World War III even look like? Nuclear weapons, cyber warfare, trade wars. It wouldn't be like anything the world has seen before. Deals, red lines, promises, threats. Trump and Putin both know their words ripple globally. The question, do those ripples turn into waves? Behind every fiery speech are advisors working overtime to prevent disaster. Their work is the invisible barrier between tension and tragedy. Wars today are not just fought on land or sea. They're fought for influence, perception, and control of the narrative. Trump's every word shakes markets. Putin's every reply stirs fear. But not every storm turns into a hurricane. The thought of World War III is terrifying, but it also reminds us how high the stakes are. Both men know there's no winner in a nuclear age. Tensions may rise, but leaders often pull back before the breaking point. Perhaps unpredictability and caution balance each other more than we think. In today's world, words sometimes cause more panic than weapons. Are Trump and Putin signaling war, or simply showing strength? Wars of the past used trenches and tanks. Today's conflicts play out with sanctions and cyber power. Different battlefield, same fears. The term World War III chills us. But history shows many global crises end not in fire, but in uneasy peace. Trump thrives on disruption. Putin thrives on control. Their clash feels personal, but its impact is global. So, are we truly on the brink of World War III? Maybe, maybe not. One thing is certain, Trump and Putin's actions will shape history. Whether this chapter is remembered as conflict or compromise is up to them.